Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and are making some really good trades here. And let's dive right into the analysis on the SPY here. We'll dive into the triple Qs, all the indices as we usually do, and we'll cover some individual names as well. So here the SPY is pulling back here. Nice little bounce today, 32 basis points. Triple Qs were actually up quite nicely, and we're up like 1.14%. But again, we need to be careful, right? And we need to be open to the idea that we could still be in this four, right? It's not like, oh, that's it, the four is in, continue to buy the dip, and up in fifth wave, which I think, it's, to be honest, I think the correction is already over, and I think we are going to continue higher. But I gotta be open-minded and consider always the other possibility of the trade. So if we do end up coming back up, and getting rejected, and we see some weakness, then I'll be looking for another leg down and an ABC correction for a deeper pullback. But ultimately, still more upside. Right, so that's what I see for the triple Qs, and the SPY, very similar situation. Also the four, continue up in the fifth, and again, it's business as usual in my opinion. I think there's really no problem. Well, actually, I think there's a lot of problems in the economy, but the market doesn't care about that, and the market doesn't see that right now. So overall, I think the dollar is getting ready for a big dump down. Although today was an up day, right? It was up like 25 basis points or something at one point. And it's like kind of up a little bit right now. And you saw actually silver and gold pull back pretty significantly here. It's still in the two, right? The two is still possible. If it goes lower, then the two is invalidated, and this is a bigger correction. It'll turn into a WXY, and it's just going to be 3 counts all the way down until this is actually done, until this correction is over in gold and silver. But yeah, I still see more upside. I think today was potentially just another great buying opportunity for more upside. I know there's a lot of bears that are not going to be happy to hear that, or don't want to hear that at all, right? Because they think that they nailed the top this time. I mean, so I think that, trying to nail a top is very difficult. It's always easier to catch the retrace, right? So again, I'm also looking for a top in this market, but I think we got higher to go. We got higher to go. This could even extend to the 600s. I mean, we're gonna have to see how crazy this blow off top wants to get. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't think that every stock here is set up for a big collapse. So let's continue to do our analysis. And again, we're obviously correct in longing this market as it continues to push higher. We're long the triple Qs, the Dow Jones, although Dow Jones got a nice little pullback today, and then the IWM as well. IWM still a little bit choppy here. Could be setting up for more 1-2 setups, and I'll get into that in just a moment. So let's just actually, you know what? Let's get into that right now. So I think the IWM is setting up for a series of 1-2 setups here, and I think it's getting ready for a big pump, right? I think you're getting ready for a big pump up, a 3 of 3 of 3 moment, and or like the final fifth wave, if not the third wave. I think, yeah, sorry, this is the third wave. So it's going to be quite impulsive in my opinion, because I think we're going to see yields drop, right? And the news that's going to be driving it down. I mean, let's take a look what's on the menu here. You got new home sales coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's a pretty big one, but again, it's not that significant. Like usually there's bigger events that push down things. So final GDP quarter over quarter is coming out on Friday. Thursday, and unemployment claims and pending home sales. And then on Friday, you got core PCE. So PCE is a big one on Friday. So that's going to be a big factor here for the market. And if the PCE can come in lower than expected, which it is expected to, and if it even comes maybe negative, the market is going to love it and yields are going to plummet, right? So that's just my opinion. Right, do what you think is best, but I could always be wrong. Let me continue. So let's take a look at our individual names. Let's cover a few things here. So right off the bat, let's just take a look at NVDA. Right, NVDA gearing up for a big rally here. I said that if we do go lower, this is your dip buy area at 114, and it looks like it could already be done. Looking at the 45-minute, the correction may have already been over, and this was just a quick crash correction. and I mean, this could continue up. And if you push higher in a pretty dramatic fashion and you erase divergence and you just keep pumping, then this is going to extend the third wave once again, and you're just going to keep going higher, guys. So it's I don't think it's the time to short these stocks just yet. And we'll take a look at Tesla. Tesla had a nice update today. And again, I said this is looking like it's a 1-2, 1-2, and probably a 3-3 moment tomorrow, maybe a gap up higher with some news. We got the news event coming soon for the robo taxi, so maybe this is gonna drive things up for Tesla. And then we got Google, right? So we had some Google plays today inside the Discord. I think we made it up to 44%. We closed half the trade, so took some profits there on the Google calls. But I think Google is essentially inside of this fifth wave here. But again, it could also erase divergence, right? If it pumps too hard and it takes out divergence, then you know what happens? The third wave extends higher and higher and higher, right? So that's why you need to combine this with RSIs and indicators and take a look at where you're in the cycle in the market. I don't think this market's done. Everyone's thinking this market's toast, and you got Apple trading at new all-time highs. All right, so Apple's another dip buy. This one's Apple's gearing up for a wave 4 to be in here, and once it's in, I think you're set up for more upside. It looks like it's already done. It's just getting ready for a fifth wave. Okay, so that's basically it. Let me continue. We'll cover some more stocks here. Let's take a look at Roku. Let's cover Roku. We got lots of Roku holders, some big Roku holders here. So Roku, I think, could get a pump along with the market, but it's weak money right now. Stock is definitely struggling. You're in this kind of a channel, right? And eventually you'll break out of it either towards the downside or towards the upside. It's just in such oversold conditions that I really like Roku fundamentally. But the thing is that once it broke my level, I just get out of the trade and I look for a better opportunity, which we did, right? We got some great opportunities and we made some good trades inside the Discord to make back for some of those losses, right? So that's why you stop out, right? But ultimately, if Roku can't hold, you're going to go back to the pivot here at 38, and if you break that pivot, it's like you're most likely going to go back to 18. So I hope that doesn't happen. Let me continue. I'll cover TLT right away. You know what? Let's cover TLT. Take a look at the bonds. So the bonds look like they're looking juicy. I mean, the yields are in a quite bearish pattern right now. They're just chopping at the lows. And I think the TLT is getting ready for a big breakout moment. So I think TLT's got higher to go. And the same thing for the DXY. It's got lower to go. Let me take a look at a few other stocks here. So I already covered GameStop on my other dedicated video. You guys can go check it out. But I want to talk about, let me see here. Scroll up or go down maybe. I think I went too far. I want to talk about AMD. Take a look at AMD. So yeah, AMD is most likely finishing up here and getting ready for another breakout to go higher into 197. If it could extend the X wave here, and then ultimately, obviously, all the good things will come to an end, and then I think AMD will be geared up to come down lower. But I'll take a look at the weekly, see where we are in the cycle. So again, this could be a wave 4, although the pullback is a little bit deep. 3. So I mean, this would mean that this whole thing is a 1. All right, you got a third wave there. Oh no, 3, 4, 5. So you're essentially inside of a fifth wave, also trying to finish up this move. And we can check the SMH, right? I said the SMH looks like it's gonna pull back in a deep 4, and it's already started to come out of it. Now we need to see more data, right? We need to see more upside. Once we see bearish divergence inside this third wave, then we'll know that this is finishing up. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty straightforward. All right, let me cover a few more key points here. So oil also struggling here, may not hit our target for this bigger wave 2. If it wants to finish here, that means SCO is a buy, and I'm going to be looking to see if SCO are seeing some significant buying, because I am trying to look to short oil. As I do believe there's going to be problems in the economy, and eventually oil will go down. I mean, yeah, look at that. You're seeing big buying here coming in on oil, on SCO. So I think I think oil is gearing up for probably a big drop maybe on Friday. We'll get some weaker inflation data, and that's going to help the markets. It's going to drive oil lower, right? The deflation may come, and then seeing less demand, stuff like that. All right, so let's cover Mara. We'll wrap it up with Mara. Unless you guys want to cover other stocks, if you do, just mention them in the comments. So big update in crypto today. Big recovery. Bitcoin Cash also recovering. You got Litecoin, LTCN also recovering very nicely. And I think we are seeing LTCN some big buying here from smart money at the lows. If I'm not wrong, yeah, I'm not wrong. So you're seeing big buying here from Litecoin at the lows at $18.33, and the same thing here on Bitcoin Cash. I believe on the 4-hour you saw some big buying as well. So this is set up for more upside. I think you got a big move coming in Litecoin Cash. Sorry, not Litecoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So ultimately, I think these ETFs will rise tremendously. It will continue to go up. But I could be wrong. Do what you think is best. And my goodness, hut mining. What did I say? I mean, like, hut mining is one that I was covering for a very long time. Down here at $9. I said I like it at $7 to $9, and look where it is today. It's 100% higher than where it was. So again, these are just long-term accumulation zones, and this was a dip buy, so this is clearly going higher. And any dip that you get from here should be a buying opportunity, as I believe this stock is going much higher, along with the crypto market, right? And then BT, and all these other ones. So yeah, but I mean, maybe I think Bitcoin will eventually get a big pullback as well, but we'll have to see what the conditions of market is when we get there, right? If it's full on euphoric and DXY is capitulating, the Bitcoin's going to go much higher, and so are these stocks. Okay, all right, that wraps it up for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.